Have a great day. Daily practice with podcasts is a great way to improve your English skills like a native speaker.
Failure and success. What is success? What do we learn from failure? When we try something new, failure is always a possibility. In the 19th century, many explorers attempted to reach the North Pole by land, but they died trying. Salomon André was a Swedish engineer. He wanted to be the first person to arrive at the North Pole. He knew that travel over land was very dangerous. He had an idea. He thought he had the perfect way to reach the North Pole, by balloon. On a windy day in July 1897, André and two other men climbed into the basket of a balloon. They took with them enough food for several months. When they left, people cheered and waved. As soon as they lifted off, strong winds hit the balloon. Fog froze on it, making it too heavy. The men traveled by balloon for 65 hours. Were they successful? Did they arrive safely? Unfortunately, no. They landed almost 300 miles from the North Pole. No one heard from them again. 33 years later, hunters found their frozen bodies, their cameras, and their diaries. Failure is part of all exploration. Robert Ballard, a famous ocean explorer, says that success and failure go together. Failure helps us do things differently the next time. Mountain climber Peter Athan said, "I learned how not to climb the first 4 times I tried to summit Everest." In 1914, a polar explorer, Ernest Shackleton, led an expedition across Antarctica. His ship became trapped in the ice. However, he brought the 27 men on his team home safely. The expedition was a failure, but the rescue of his men was a success. Failure helps us on our next try. Failure is a good teacher. Without failure, success would be impossible.
If at first you don't succeed. Diana Nyad was a professional swimmer. She was in her 20s when she decided to swim around Manhattan. The first time she tried, she didn't succeed. But she didn't give up. She tried again and swam the 28 miles in less than 8 hours. Then she had another goal, to swim from Cuba to Florida, a distance of 110 miles. She swam 79 miles in 42 hours. She didn't stop to sleep, but she didn't finish. Jellyfish attacked her, and the weather threw her off course. Did she try again? Yes, but not until 33 years later. Nyad retired from competitive swimming in her 20s. For the next 30 years, she didn't swim at all. She became a sportscaster and a journalist. But she didn't stop all physical activity. She always kept in shape. Every Friday, she took a 100-mile bike ride. In 2007, when Nyad was 60 years old, her mother died. She started to think about her own life. In the 30 years that she didn't swim, she always thought about the possibility of trying again. She didn't want to die without achieving her goal. She started to train again. By the summer of 2011, she tried again and failed again after 29 hours in the water. She tried 2 more times and failed to reach Florida each time. What kinds of problems did she face? There were attacks by jellyfish, bad weather, and breathing problems from asthma. How did she solve the problem of jellyfish? For her 5th attempt, she wore a bodysuit and mask to protect against jellyfish stings. On August 31, 2013, after 53 hours of swimming, She reached the Florida shore, 35 years after her first attempt. Naiad achieved what younger and stronger swimmers could not. Naiad always tells people, never give up.